What is up, beautiful people? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to another CS News video. We're just wrapping up on multiple tournaments and multiple juicy stories, so we hope you guys all enjoy. My DMs are always open for any stories or clips out there. As expected, Blast Spring was this weekend, and it ended, well, maybe how some people would have expected, maybe not how others would have expected. That's going to be Team Spirit and Sir Donk. Well, they took another one home, providing people some proof that maybe they aren't flukes and ending this season on a very strong note. And Donk doing Donk things.
They're putting so much pressure on, but
Split's coming out from vent as well, so the back players.
Donk got another.
Nicely done. Donk comes out with two. He got the gush, he cleaned him up, he kills the first rotate, and there's nothing else really here for NAVI. They stave off the retake. Donk in with a third.
Are we living in Donk's era? That's the question.
Zontix, he just trickles in with a single kill. JL trying his damnedest, but there's nothing he can do. They're coming for him. This is Spirit calling for the blood of NAVI to try and pave their way to yet another map win. Merely 5 rounds away.
And taking down a NAVI roster who, after the semifinals and their match versus FaZe Clan, I was like, okay, this NAVI is looking extremely good. And FaZe lately, maybe not so much to end this season. A roster that I've picked at Dallas and I would have picked to do well at Blast Spring, and not so much. NAVI did not find their footing, though, in these grand finals. I would say not looking like the team they were the day prior to all of this. But the end of this game, still a 3-1 best of 5. It was not that close, but still entertaining.
Chopper from shouts to calmness, and Zontix again! Over and over on the edge of this smoke, the shade plays with his food. Meanwhile, Chopper's found another, and sure enough, after an unprecedented Katowice and a questionable showing for the rest of the season, all you have to do is get bit dead, and it has been quiet from the tip of the spear. He'll fall down into A, the depths of Team Spirit. Yes, Mirage the anomaly, they swung for the fences, but NAVI fall in a best of 5.
And Donk now also taking home his 4th MVP now to end this season on an MVP run. Some great series out of him. Also, Shiro showing up as per usual too. And Spirit bouncing back, still a top 5 team, but now ending the season, reconfirming, okay, we still have some big old contenders here, especially as we head into whatever next competitive season does fall into. At the same time of this tournament going on, maybe you guys weren't having the chance to watch, but Sunday morning was full of CS. We also had ESL Jonkoping over in Sweden, and there were some heavy-hitting teams there. Now, obviously not near the competition that was at Blast Spring, but still, in the finals over there, it was Complexity versus the Falcons. But before we got to the finals, we had a bit of drama, as it was actually Complexity taking on the Russian esports team, that being Aurora, and there was some beef that got kicked up because apparently EliGE was maybe shooting bodies or teabagging in the game, which I missed that clip, to which the social media manager over at Aurora had to tweet out, you know, imagine doing this, and then EliGE doesn't have to imagine. Well, imagine tweeting that out, and then you lose the series because you awoke a beast, and that beast was EliGE.
Problem is the lack of trophies to show for his incredible level, and they're going to be hoping to turn that around here today. Aurora looking to turn their fate around. Also gets demolished by NAVI, and here he is once again. You called the spray, and he's found 3 kills. Saves the day for Complexity. Fantastic stuff coming through from him. You just can't keep him out of the game.
What on earth, man? NAVI tried his best with a triple, but EliGE finishes it off with a quad. 22-4, and that is in 1 half, baby.
I mean, this guy was absolutely nutty. Looking in top form, you know, it really does excite me, and I'm glad this roster eventually go on not just win this series, but to make grand finals. But, I mean, he literally looking so good.
Situation, but EliGE through the smoke stops Aurora again. Grim will find Kenzie as well, and sadly, the Aurora tail in Jönköping is about to come to an end. Holzerk is deleting people left and right. If EliGE will move forward, perfect pre-aim, perfect headshot, and Wrestle is in the most unwinnable situation possible.
The job is as good as done. 1 versus 5. EliGE will conclude proceedings, fittingly so. 29 kills in 16 rounds coming through from EliGE.
Even prompting EliGE to go on to social media after their series. Yeah, they ended up beating the guys who were trash talking them. That's never an easy one to come back from, saying, imagine your manager screaming insults and telling us to go home after every round and still losing. Have some respect. Players are all nice guys, but that was over the top. GG's though. So kind of like a cordial way to end the beef, which is typical EliGE manner, but still to win that series in the fashion they did. Like, you shouldn't have poked the EliGE bear. And this dude kept his form going into grand finals against Team Falcons, another team out there that, yes, you spend a lot of money on a roster. People have high expectations for the team that I don't think have really been met, but it could go either way. And NA always has doubts placed upon them, and usually rightfully so. Most people didn't expect Complexity to then do this as they 2-0 Team Falcons and become your ESL Jonkoping champions. And again, EliGE helped close this one out. Dude was on another level.
Here. EliGE, round the corner, needs to clear close. So does Horzerk, a snappy swings. And Horzerk's actually playing Get Down, Mr. President. It will be EliGE to the trades.
The glass from EliGE. JT on bomb plant duty. Dupree pushing into control. He denies. Trade is immediate from EliGE, but he's required to get all 5 in this round. Now he has the time to work with, but a lack of information. A tap on the bomb, looking for that response, looking for a door to swing, but patience from the Falcons. And again, a tap. Again, looking for anything. Falcons don't flinch. So finally, the commitment. Bomb planted, and EliGE with no information until the door swings, and he hits the shot, and it's Pius, the shadow spotted. EliGE does it again!
Take a bow.
That is good. It's perfect. JT delivers the double. And Dupree, who has been that hero for Falcons throughout this entire event, has to do it all once again. A 1 versus 3, or this is all Complexities, and he can't get past JT. Complexity do it. They are your champion.
And they take it in 2. They go to Nuke, where they've been struggling.
It's just like all these back and forths and the trash talk. You gotta love a good little beef. And remember, all right, it's all fun between these guys. It's just competition. EliGE simply calling out a manager on that day and then going on to win the whole thing. It's a great sign of the times for NACS and especially Complexity trying to still maintain this North American core. It's just a great way to end the competitive season. A first major title in a long time, right? And major title can be used very loosely, but to win a LAN event and to take home any trophy as this North American roster, I love to see it, and hopefully motivates them going forward as we head into what will be eventually a 2025 major we talked about a couple of videos ago. And a lot of these rosters, we're going to see some shuffles in the next couple of months, but it's going to be fun to see who actually does stick it out and who heading into the next competitive season can re-gear, you know, and get right back into it. We also had some amazing clips over the weekend, though, I want to highlight for all of you guys. One of these ones was from Wonderful, a nice little Op 3K that was nasty.
You've got JL and Wonderful.
It's this fight, JL and Wonderful, or in Fame, excuse me.
Very key. Fame slips up, getting ever closer. JL thinking about going to help as Wonderful puts that op over to the corner. That could come back to haunt him. Tough spot to get the multi-frag. But the CT's sitting and waiting for a little longer. Molotov goes to Cave.
If Fame waits this long, this might come back to bite him.
He's got the kit, and that kit could be so key.
You gotta go, VP.
He needs to move. Bomb spawn! Beyond! Oh! Welcome to Wonderland!
And then we had Flames. Flames was actually a great personality yet again this week. I don't know if you guys saw his ads or some of his computer building skills. Not up to par. But his in-game skills with this 4K, very much up to par.
At the site.
He's spotted, right?
There's a player in the corner. Flames just trading outside of the market. Brokey's in the smoke. And he's right on the edge. Flames turns again! He's gone! Could he burn brighter? Flames fights all fronts!
And then I really wanted to highlight someone like Senzu over on the Mongols, guys. We talked about their rise as well. Maybe not the best weekend they could have had, but Senzu, a nice little pistol round right here.
Or rumbly in my tumbly about it, but I guess Magis can't find anything. And that potentially is going to cause a trickle-down effect. There's Madden. He's that guy that they need. The Falcons. Oh, there he is. Huge from Madden. Monster on that A site. He finds 4 kills, and now Senzu is left alone. Has got an ace against the Falcons before. Would have to be 4 of his own. Hoping for more is Senzu, but the Falcons, oh, they are giving it to him. Tickled down low. Battered from each angle, but it's still Senzu versus Snappy. And it was Snappy that whiffed. Nearly forced the Mongols into OT. Senzu keeps firing bullets, sticks the reloading round the corner. Senzu does it.
Finally, for all of you guys to end this one, we do like, you know, sprinkle all these Reddit topics in there. One that I really enjoyed seeing was Mezii, all right? The lad, dude has had some killer tournaments, all right? Although Vitality has not been able to close it out, Mezii has been just, I mean, at Dallas, I don't know if you guys saw Dallas Grand Finals, that dude, I mean, an absolute joy to watch was Mezii, and the fans think so too, as he was just seen signing a cup of noodles. All right, that's a first that I've never seen actually.
Mezii, how do you feel about signing up on Noodle?
It's a first, that's for sure. I think it'll be the only one as well.
But you can't argue with a great weekend of CS news, guys. All right, 2 separate tournaments at the same goddamn time. We got your Blast Spring champions. That's going to be Team Spirit, reassuring us they're going to be there for the long haul, and hopefully in the next season. We also have Complexity taking ESL Jonkoping, a great win for North American Counter-Strike, and we got some beef sprinkled in there too, and some nice revenge from EliGE versus Russian Esports team, that being Aurora, all in good faith. All right, till next time, we hope you guys all enjoy. I will hopefully see you back here this week with some more CS news. My DMs are always open. Thank you for watching. All right, I appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. I just ended it like a phone call. All right, bye-bye.